Okay, so this is the generator I found for creating an NPC. What it has currently up is not what my actual thing is. I've already selected, I'm going to choose random race, random gender, random alignment, random... I don't understand the plot hooks of classic and funky. Probably should have checked that before starting, but whatever. Occupation could either be a class or profession. Class, I'm assuming, is like the Dungeons & Dragons classes, while actual profession is like farmer and stuff. Social class, random. We don't know anything about him other than the fact that it's human. I'm starting off with just human because that's going to be a lot easier. And right now that's kind of important to me, for me to do well. So yeah, let's get started. We're gonna randomize a few times and pick the best of them. We have Leaf de Grey, bald, green-eyed, rough golden skin, so probably like very tanned, probably from a desert. Stands at 185 centimeters, or 6 foot even, beefy build, oval face, piercing on his right eyebrow and right ear. What does it mean, an unfinished piercing in his right eyebrow? I don't know what that means. Worships the goddess of magic. So a strong desert guy who worships magic. Worship or prioritizes the needs of others. Nice. Example, never say no to a duel. This sounds like a really interesting dude. Kind of don't care as much about the relationship things. Seeing someone who's married, it's kind of strange because the rest of his things does not sound like someone who would be in an affair, but whatever. His house was recently destroyed by a mysterious tornado. Okay. Not really, I can't, oh well. I'm going to copy this somewhere else. Don't worry about where I'm putting it. Okay. I'm just gonna put this there, and we're gonna generate another one. Althalos Chaucer is a 47-year-old male bodyguard. Smooth brown skin, cropped wavy black hair, brown eyes, really earthy tones, tall and lean, long beautiful face, missing his right ear. Hey, back to the earth, like god of earth, changes his oaths. This is another good one. Always has a backup plan, very obstinate, always has a battle story to tell. He works hard to play hard afterwards. So this is a much more, I imagine him being a bit more jovial, but he's also thinner, he's lean. So while the first guy is more like the strong, silent type, this is more like this is more like a Captain of the Guard kind of, but not quite Captain of the Guard. It's more like he's above the standard soldier, but below captain. That's kind of what I'm imagining. Let me think. I'm gonna say maybe a commander, but he's he sounds like a much more passive kind of commander. Still values strength, but yeah. Okay, copy that. Here's our second option. And I'll generate one more. Another guy. Boren Boulderdown. Fun name. Long, curled auburn hair. Shaved on the left side. Okay, that's, interesting. green eyes, another golden skinned. I kind of want to draw all three of these, like, together. Missing his right leg. Worships Akadi, goddess of air, movement, and speed. Straight to the point, judges by actions, owns a box full of dead animals. Fetches the two to tell a good story. What is this guy? Weaver. Maybe he's like a retired soldier? Yeah, I'm gonna say these guys all know one another, and I'm gonna draw all of them. So once I put this down here, okay, back to here. We haven't talked in a voice chat for 3 to 4 months. I'm speechless. Sorry, man. I'm trying to keep the channel's thing all consistent, like. So let's get started. To get started, I'm actually going to grab this. I'm going to start with Leaf de Grey. Let's see. Okay. Let's get over here. V. And save that. Ah, man. Let's make it not impossible to see. Color should be black. Size, we'll make it a bit smaller. How about that? Okay. And I just gotta make it so I can actually see this while working. Okay, and we're gonna also, okay, de Grey, we're gonna make this better. We don't need to say that they're human because they're all going to be human. He's a squire? Okay. All dead and green eyes. Rough, pock-marked skin. Actually, it just occurred to me, you guys can't see what I just switched to because I did the wrong thing. There. My bad. You guys just saw the YouTube thing. That's my bad. Back to this. Let's save what I did so far. Okay. He is 6 feet tall. Beefy build. Save that. Why is this being weird? It's not registering that I wanted it to go down. Okay. Squire. That should be enter. Save. There we go, now it works. Mushu, stop bar. Ah, sorry about that. I can't stop him. Skin, okay. Ovular, typical skin. Save. Actually, I can save more room, because this is a long description. So let's see, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna do that. Save. This is a long description, so I'm going to be working on them one at a time. Let me also make sure I can see this. It's fine, this is fast, time goes fast. It does go fast. And thanks. I also think this was a cool idea. Even if it's being a little frustrating, I'm quite happy with this. So let's see. Right eyebrow piercing. Okay. Oh, wait, that's not how I wanted it. Piercings on right eyebrow. Right ear. Mashing buttons that I don't want to. Right here. Here we go. I don't know what this means. I'll have to like look this up. Unfinished piercing. What does an unfinished piercing look like? Right eyebrow. Let's see. Save that. Why is this not working now? There we go. I don't care about it being discreetly. I'm just gonna say he does worship. So slightly modifying that. Goddess of Magic. So specifically, these are NPCs. So they aren't heroes. That's the thing I want to emphasize. Since you hit 50 subs, could you make a 50 sub special or something? It'd be cool to see a video like that. Maybe. I think that my sub count actually dropped below 50 though. So we will have to wait and see. Don't need to have that in here. I can just change this, say that. The needs of others, even to his detriment. Save that. Going to change this to sound better. Honest. Never says no to a duel. Always accompanied by his servants. So he does have servants. Strange for a squire. Can actually get rid of that part as well. Save. Now I can get rid of the word always. I think that's unnecessary. Okay. We finally have Leaf de Grey and his whole thing set up. No, it didn't actually got up. You have 51 subs. Cool. So that means it went back up after dropping. Because it did drop at one point. Glad to know it's back up. I'll look into making a 50 sub special. I do need to make a video for the 1st of, what is it, July? So I'll have to, so maybe that'll be the 50 sub special. Do a best of video? Maybe. That could take a while though. Let's see. I don't have like a tablet or anything, so this is going to be a little bit awkward for me to work with. Leaf de Grey. Oh, sorry. Ah, great. That I think will have ruined something. Is it still... Okay, that's good enough. I need to remember not to use the middle mouse button. Unless I absolutely have to. So what kind of position do I want him to be in? Bald head, green eyes, rough pockmarks, golden skin. I feel like he wouldn't be in the center unless... Myers the local lord. Unless we want to make the other two his servants. I think I'm gonna just get rid of that last point because it doesn't quite fit with the rest of his character traits. Okay. Ah, dang it. Okay, there we go. Fixed. I keep out of habit using the scroll wheel, and I really gotta not make sure I don't do that. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of lag. Sometimes it takes me a whole day to edit a video and to make it great. Yeah, it takes me a couple days to make videos. I'm feeling like he will be off to the... that's not a good color for this. And color selector. We're just gonna switch it to black. And this is meant to be a background thing. Maybe I'll even lower opacity. Let's see. Okay. Line is also really thick. Let's drop it down to, say, half the size? Sure. What's this? I do think you're good at editing, though it takes time. It does take a lot of time. Anyways, what I was saying, I feel like it's gonna be a lot more oval than that, but right now, whatever. I think it's gonna be the thing where he's standing kind of off to the side. Facing forward. We won't be able to see this side of his head, but on this side we will get an ear. Arms will be crossed, I think. Sorry, I'm not trying to draw well right now. I'm just trying to... Like I said, I don't have a tablet, so it's not going to be very good. But I'm just trying to get like a rough idea of how I want this to look. Arms crossed. Posture doesn't look good right now, but it's gonna be good. It said beefier build, so he's gonna be larger. Just kind of standing to the side. You know? That's what I think. That's why a video is sponsored by Kine Master, Kind Master. Don't know what that is, but no, not sponsored. Kind Master. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it is difficult. I want to do this with Leaf de Grey, and then thinking about the other two. Let's see, there was Borin Boulderdown, and Alphalos Chaucer. Chaucer was the tall one. Borin was a lot shorter, but yeah. So I think that we'll have the tall, skinny guy on the other side, just over here. Also kind of doing that whole, looking this way. With his arms crossed. Kind of. And then we'll have the other guy. I want to have him like sitting. Yeah, I'm gonna have the last guy sitting cross-legged in the middle of the other two. This is not at all where I'm gonna be putting them. Proportions are all off. Position is all off. But this is the idea that I want to go with. So for now, let's try and just focus on big guy, and I can change proportions and stuff later. Also, let me just yeah. Like I said, I don't have a tablet. I know I keep saying that same thing over and over again, but yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about why I wanted to do this specifically. At the convention I went to a short while ago, I had the idea to make a sign, and start a fake group where the whole point is that they advocate for NPC rights. Now, and these NPCs are not going to be self-aware, because that's not what I want to do right now. This would be so much easier if I could use a tablet. Well. It's still doing like a rough sketch kind of thing, so it's ultimately not that bad. Crap. There we go. I forgot that the opacity also affects that. KindMaster is a mobile app used for TikTokers, YouTubers, etc. At first it'd be confusing to edit with the app, but the more you learn, more you get better at editing. Use KindMaster to edit. I think I'll stick with what I use. Still not sponsored, but what is it called? Not Lightworks. It's a different one. I just use free editing software. Forgot to turn that off. It's actually important that I get his ear so I can show. Let's zoom in even more. Make it really easy for me to do this. Yeah. We'll slowly zoom out and work on different areas. Let me just undo everything I just did, because I am not liking how it's turning out. Let's see. Oop. YT, please don't think this livestream is sponsored at all. Yeah. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Although, I don't think the algorithm particularly cares if I'm sponsored, but yeah. Why is it still so angled? I'm trying to get it be straighter. but I'm just not very well versed with the this. There's a reason why, if you look at my previous art streams, I like to cheat. Actually, let's get this down even further. Whoops. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna work on these proportions a bit. That's gross. There we go. And we can get rid of the excess. That's that. That's that, and it's over here. Perfect. Okay, we can actually like get started on the face, or at least figuring out how I want to put everything together. Sorry. I do keep checking the chat because I am always interested in seeing what everyone is saying. A little bit more this way. Try and not get too bogged down in details, which I do have a tendency to do. But let's see, I think that's good starting thing for that. Let me zoom back out so I can go back and check this. What was it? It was piercings on right eyebrow and right ear. Okay, so we gotta figure out eyebrow. Like that. Be like that. And I think I'll do the thing with his ear where it'll be multiple small piercings along the outer edge. And an unfinished I'm gonna quickly look up what that's supposed to mean. Unfinished piercing on the other eye. Or eyebrow. Not on the eye, that'd be bad. Piercing. What does that mean? What would they even look like? Images. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that makes sense. If any of you guys know what that's supposed to mean, let me know in the comments. Unfinished piercing. Is that like maybe just like a light scar? Not that big. Just like that. I'm gonna interpret it as a scar, because I don't know what else I would do with that. So that's it for the piercings. Okay, let's figure out shade of green for eyes. We're gonna give him this color of eye. So let me actually fix the opacity. When we get to the eye, to actual colors, that's the color for his eye. And for his skin, pockmarked gold skin. What does pockmarked mean? I'll look that up as well. Pockmarked skin. Images. That's too specific. I'm gonna not bother with texture, because that's too hard. Let's see, is there like a golden skin? I guess that's more like, because it has to be a skin tone but also kind of goldish. I'm gonna say that that's probably about right for our desert friend. Face. Male squire, bald head, green eyes, spot marks, golden skin, beefy build, typical face. Worships goddess of magic, which makes sense. So I might make like his jewelry be all purpley. Give him like a scimitar at his hip, I think, when we get to that. Okay, back to that. And changing opacity back down. We're just gonna... It's gonna be broad-shouldered. That's not big enough. That's a little... I am not great at this kind of thing, but I am trying. And that's all you can really do. Like I said before, this is just me doing a rough, kind of like a rough draft. This is not the final proportions or anything. I want this to go down more. So let's fix this face up a bit. Here we go. A little bit nicer. That's not big enough. Not round enough. Good enough for now. I need us to stop being concerned with perfection, trying to get it exactly right. That's what holds me back a lot in my art. Let's see, right around here, I think. I have thick old arms. And let's see. The other hand is going to go right around here. Make sure I know what is on where. That hand's going to be the front. This part of the body shouldn't even be visible. Okay. Anyways, the signs I made were, they said things like NPCs are people too, advocating for NPC rights, stuff like, so just, yeah, because people like to treat NPCs very poorly for some reason, and I don't really understand it. I feel like, I just don't, sorry, getting a little choked up. I just care so much about the NPCs. But people like, the famous example is like the smashing of pots, you know? Everyone, specifically in like Zelda, you smash so many pots. Who do you think put those pots there? Those are the NPCs pots you're smashing. Okay. Uh, or like in a lot of games in Animal Crossing, people have taken to beating the NPCs over the head with a bug net. And there's just countless examples of stuff like that where NPCs are just treated very poorly. I kind of made my own little lore bit about how and why NPCs are the way they are. So they don't say anything because they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to fight back. They have to do exactly what they're told. It's part of why, like, shops. In real life, even if a place did buy your whatever it is, like, I couldn't, even if Bookman's did buy this one particular book, I can't go to Bookman's and sell and say, hey, I have 600,000 copies of this book, buy it from me. They'd say, no, that's ridiculous, that's stupid. Or even if they did buy it from me, they wouldn't buy all of it at full price, because the more you're buying, the worse that is for them. So they'd probably make sure to, they buy it, so instead of being like $10 per book, at that many, I'd be getting maybe $8 per book, because, you know, otherwise they just wouldn't be able to afford anything. But in games, shops generally have a set buying and selling price. Usually those are different, so the selling price is higher than the buying price. No, vice versa. The amount that they buy is going to be less than the amount that they sell for, but it's still not really... It still doesn't really make any sense. Sponsors by, well, and the very few games take into account inflation. If you buy 6,000 apples, that shop's gonna, well, shops all around the world are gonna be selling are gonna change the prices at which they're selling apples, because that's a lot of apples to buy. You effectively just completely altered the market value of an apple. There are consequences for actions like that. Also, there's other things where I feel like a lot of the things... let me read this. Again, we don't do astrology here. Okay. A lot of people, I feel like, get frustrated with when they're trying to talk to an AI. Not AI, I'm sorry. When they're trying to talk to an NPC, and they keep spamming the A button, so the NPC is forced to repeat itself over and over and over again. Do you really think the NPC wants to be doing that? The NPC is only repeating itself because you keep spamming the button. It's not their fault. They can't control that. Stop spamming the A button. It's actually something I don't fully understand why people do, because specifically with the Nintendo, which I think is one of the more famous examples of this problem, just about always, whenever you have dialogue options in which you can continue with the A button, you can also do it with the B button. So people are just spamming the A button for no reason. Why? You're inviting that to happen. You're choosing at that point to repeatedly go through the same dialogue over and over again. Like I said, the NPC can't fight back. They can't fight back. They don't have control over this. They're doing exactly what you tell them to do. Anyways, long story short, I made an organization. I call it MEM NPC, which is supposed to stand for Mission to End Mistreatment of Non-Player Characters. Created a logo and everything. I might as well show you what that logo actually looks like. I can do that real quick. Not going to do a great job of it, but I'm going to do a good enough job. Here we go. Something like that. Go back here. That's too high. Here we go. No. Let's try this. This is the logo. Maybe drop the size down more. MEM-NPC. MEM NPC. Mission to End the Mistreatment of NPCs. That is the logo I had designed. I think it's great. But yeah. Let's get back to business. And okay. Gonna turn opacity back down. Turn this back to, I believe I had it at that size. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Let me quickly do something. Oop. So he had a beefy build. It's a lot of muscle mass. That's not right. Just big. That's about where I need that to be. But I need to take into account the way he's standing. Let me get rid of this line. This line isn't very good. Now, where did I want this other to be? A little bit higher. Something like that. I guess it needs to be a little bit further out as well. Not bigger, just further out. Man. It's hard to do this without, like, you know, drawing pad, which I already mentioned like a bajillion times, but whatever. Okay. I think a large part of the problem is I have this side out too far. Let me fix that. Okay. And we're gonna grab this. Just move it over a little bit. Maybe even, oops, it's getting a little bit dirty. How do I get this to do exactly what I want? I should be doing... This is a trick a lot of people do, but for some reason I just haven't been thinking of it. Edit. What is it? New select, cut, copy, paste, clear, fill. I should really figure out what the button to do this like what the the easy to do, just automatically do it button is. Is it a rotate? No. Trim. Is it horizontal or vertical? Nope. Messed that up. Horizontal. Yeah, it's easier for me to now see what the actual problem was. It's actually not on that back one, it's this front one that's all messed up. Let's grab that. Move it more like over to here. Big guy. Addition, I think I need to make these both bigger. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Let's go here. Oops. Let's put this back here. And let's grab this and move this one back. Image, let's put it back to where it's supposed to be. Okay. Part of the reason, okay, I think I started saying this before. Part of the big reason why I did this is because people mistreating NPCs, I feel like, reflects poorly on where people are going as like a culture. I feel like I wanted to show that compassion has a place, if that makes sense, in gaming. I feel like if everyone is just okay with, like, yeah, I recognize they're not really people, and that no one really cares, but it does desensitize people to the idea of suffering. So I'm hoping that by drawing attention to it, I can just, you know, kind of push people to think a bit more about their actions and the impact it has on everyone, honestly. Art imitates life, and life imitates art. It's a feedback loop. If everyone is just accepting of video game cruelty as a thing, where does it end? Where do people draw the line? Yeah, no one's actually getting hurt, but they could be. So, emphasis on compassion. That was my goal. Yeah. I'm gonna move this in more. I think his legs are gonna come in a bit. It's gonna stand real straight. People don't normally stand like that, like at attention. It's not normal, but whatever. Okay. After this, I'm gonna flip it for the legs so I can get a better idea of that. Let me also fix this side. This side will be a little bit lower just because angle. Let's see. Image. So a big thing about flipping is a lot of artists do it, and for good reason. It allows you to reset your perspective. Yeah, these legs are, they're not overlapping enough is really the problem here. So I'm gonna bring this whole area back a bit. I'm just gonna take this, grab that. You want to reset your perspective just so that, well, that might be a little bit too much. Because it allows you to better understand what you're looking at. I think I put that too far back even. So let's just this. Actually, switch this over to here. I'm gonna rotate this a bit. I kind of also want to rotate the other leg a bit more out. I mentioned before, I'm a really slow artist. I am trying to get faster at doing stuff like this, but at the end of the day, this is where I'm at right now. I think part of the problem is there a way to only flip my selection? Because I'd like to just flip this leg right now. Mirror horizontal. Yeah. I'm gonna have it go out more. Let's see what that looks like. I'm just gonna raise where the leg actually is. You can see that this side is actually a little bit too tall. I'm just gonna do that. And let's try to clean this area up a bit. Don't need this line going through anymore. Don't need this anymore. Just trying to get basic shapes. Perfect. We're gonna take this, just gonna smooth that out. There we go. Clean it up. we got ourselves a good pair of legs. I actually think I want to make this leg a little bit thicker. Here we go. And we're gonna start erasing this. Oh, looks like there might have been a mistake with erasing over here, but that's okay. I can fix that. Oops. There we go. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about is the event on my Discord server that recently ended. Oops. Yeah, whatever. It was a event for people who are participating to design their own deity. What does that mean? It's kind of in the style of the ancient Greeks and Romans, or Egyptians, where each god has a single thing which they kind of represent or have control / domain over. So the example pieces I did was a god of comfortable hats. Specifically, I want people to design their own minor deity. So nothing that's like in control of the world or has amazing power. Just small god who has a thing they're in charge of, but it's not that impressive. There we go. Oh god, this leg is now way too thick. Okay, let's clean that up. Yeah, that horizontal flipping trick really does do wonders. And actually, yeah, this area is a little bit wonky too. Let me just... First of all, I gotta empty that up. Here we go. Always forget to change that. Want that to be a bit more... 52... More of a straight... His hands are crossed a little bit low, I think, but I think it's fine. I really should clean up this one. This was meant to help me understand the spine position, but it's just bothering me now. Also clean this area up a bit. Yeah, there we go. A little bit cleaner. This leg. Let's try and clean up this leg. Just gonna go straight up from there and erase the excess. That's that. Clean. The event to alright, sorry, the designing the new your own minor deity. That's a new event, is the thing I was trying to get at. The previous event was a... Oh, wow. It don't judge me too harshly. It's difficult to multitask. Wow. Really difficult. That's not what I meant to do. still not what I meant to do. Wow. Okay. The previous event... Oh, nice, that happened. Okay. I had to, like, scroll up a bit to find it. Oh yeah, it was make your own soul weapon. Something that represents who you are as an individual. I spoke a bit about it last week. This month, it's your own minor deity. Unlike the soul weapon event, the deity is not necessarily meant to represent you. Although you can do that if you want to. It's a much more... The deity event is a lot looser in terms of what is and isn't allowed. Because I think that God, the idea of a god, especially that ancient Greek, Roman, Egyptian, whatever, especially when you look at those, they're all very loosely defined. And I think that's kind of the point, you know? So, you just have this very wide range of possibility. I actually made a different example character, or example artwork, where that minor deity was, get into this long-ass name. It was Edjos, was the short version of their name, where they are the god of cringy OCs. Because, first of all, I want to celebrate those OCs because while they are cringy and not the best, I think that they're an important part of any new artist's career. I'm technically still in that phase where my artwork isn't the greatest, but I have moved on in terms of subject matter for my drawings. But in recognition of how artists can go through this cringy art phase, I created the god of cringy artwork, or cringy OCs. Where it has two mini swords, on its back is a giant one that has stuff cut out of it, which doesn't make any sense for practical purpose. The arm lengths are all wrong. It's all messed up. I tried throwing as many cringy tropes in there as I could, and I really like how it turned out. What I'm doing today might end up being a bit cringy, because they are technically OCs, they're just created by a generator instead of me having done it personally. You know what, I think... I'm just gonna empty this out. This side needs to be a bit taller, honestly. I think this is about good for... my rough draft. Good enough, I should say. Drop this back down to just here and fix my mistake there. I see a problem. This is not great. Going to take that, rotate it a bit, show that his leg is bending just a little bit more than that, which means I should probably also be fixing it over here. Here we go. Really getting it all fixed up now. So the next event, Design a Deity, really simple. If you're interested, then you need to join the Discord server. Link is in the description. I don't have many like updates to talk about right now. No, that's at 100%. I meant to lower. But whatever. This leg is also not at a great angle. I can fix this. A lot of fixing. This is... If anyone has any tips for how to be faster at artwork, I would appreciate it. I'm just not great. I feel like I get bogged down too much in the angles and details and all that stuff. That's too long. Also, feet are hard. Is that one? This one will be at a slightly different angle, more... more like that. Okay, we're gonna flip it one more time. This just goes up too high, I think. Okay. We can also clean up this arm area a bit. So this is the first of them. At least this is the pose the first of them will take. And we got their colors sorted. Why don't you give them a sword? That should be a bit more in. More like that. Let me refresh my memory on what scimitars look like. It's already 2. I've been doing this for a full hour. Yeah, I love scimitars. They look amazing. I might just draw it separately and then just kind of warp it to fit nicely. Move this over here. Start with that. Kind of a shape. That's wait. Okay. This is the back, so it would be. Let me zoom up. Going like this, basically. Perfect. As for the actual blade, that's not straight enough. Just gonna have it go like that. So I kind of messed up. It's more like that. Here we go. And we have ourselves a scimitar. Kind of. Not a great one. Well. But that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna flip horizontally. That's not what I want to do. Can I... Oh, what the hell? That's new to me. Let's see. Free transform? Z. Z. Come on, what? How do I do this? Shift? No. There should be a way to change fewer of the things. What was it? I don't remember. On the other side. Let's say he is left-handed. Why not? That's a fun thing to do. Let's see. So it would be about here. I kind of think I turned it too much. It should be more like that. Okay. We're gonna make a few more modifications before finishing it up, which we're gonna wanna let's go back more actually. Make this just go here so we can see that it goes into it. Make the crossguard a bit thicker. I'm also gonna wanna eraser. Just do that. Just make it a little too thick there. Close enough, I think. Well, before I say that, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Gonna cut that, and we're gonna paste it into a new layer so that I can do this more easily. So I'm gonna move this over to his hip. Which is right around there. And then eraser that. Can't see any of this, but we all know it was there. We have our first big old friend all set up here. Oops. Wait, what the? What's... Oh, I see. That's weird. Looks like I accidentally got that there. Don't know how. But yeah. Perfect. Oh, almost perfect. Capacity. There we go. And now I can erase correctly. I want to make this shoulder a bit more rounded. Over here, this whole arm should be a little bit more round. And shoulder should be a little bit shorter. Here we go. All set with this. I think I talk less when doing an art stream than I do when playing games. It's kind of a bad thing. So I'd rather talk more. I feel like that is more entertaining to watch. Oh well, no one else is here anyways. Looks like, everyone left. Yeah, and it takes so much longer to do, which is unfortunate. I do want to finish this, but I think I'll have to finish it at a later date. I'm just going to take this and move it over here. And I want to take him. I'm gonna make him bigger. I didn't realize how small I was making him. So there we go. For the handle, let's make it more leathery if I can manage. Like faded leather. So it'll be a bit pale. So let's bump up the size. There we go. Just gonna loosely put in where all the colors should be. That handle will be more silver, I think. How do I make this silver? I think it needs to have almost like a faint blue or cyan even hue. There we go. Actually, this should be on a different layer, so I changed the layer. That handle should have been different layers, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it like this. Once you erase it yet underneath, but eventually that will be a thing. I don't think we got any descriptions for his clothing, but since I'm imagining this is a bit more Egyptian, let's see. Egyptian clothing. Images. very loose fitting, I'm seeing, and generally down to the knees. Okay. Back over to here. Do two. Let's create another layer. This will be the clothing layer. So it'll stop right around here. Although, let me drop this back down a bit. There's a faint hint of a belt. Yeah, I'm giving it more like an Egyptian desert theme. So it looks like the belt should fit more like that. And would actually have a thing going like this. A little too pointed. Let's make it a bit wider at the top. There we go. And I'll clean that up later. So if we get rid of this, that's what that looks like. But I wouldn't stop there. So just also clear out that. So you gotta kind of go to the outside of him. There we go. I think it'd be like that, right? Not at all. Oops. So this will be going here. You know what? I think that that's part of why this looks so weird. Is not that. It's this arm needs to be slightly different. Let's try. That's not what I wanted to do. Hopefully that didn't mess up the stream too much. Okay. That's too much. Just kind of went too far out, I think. That looks like it might be good. Okay. We're gonna hope that that's good enough. And yeah, okay. In terms of sleeves seem to be cutting off pretty high up. So we have the sleeve kind of in here. Still very loosely fitting. let's see. Probably, I'm just gonna do this. There. And I'll probably also clear out this again to make room for the sleeve. Let's see. Opacity back down. Turn that off and fix that. Okay. Got some thick arms on this beefy boy. Okay. Don't want to give him like too much like pharaoh attire. Shouldn't be anything that would be too high class. So maybe not the neck thing. Actually, probably doesn't have the belt. Looks like he might have a scarf, but not a belt. So I'm actually gonna remove the belt then. Let me also just do this, make it nice and quick. Belts can go. And actually for lower class, it looks like men did wear it going all the way down. It's like a knee length is more high fashion. Something you would see on the wealthier, like the pharaohs and whatnot. So we're just gonna bring this down to here. Actually, yeah, I do still need to get rid of that. Okay. Bring this back down to around here. Ah, not what I meant to do. And here we go. That's about right. In addition, it looks like it would be full length. I wonder why pharaohs would have short length, but not the common people's. Still very loosely fitting though. Oops. Okay, we're just gonna need to fix this. Okay. Okay, we're gonna bring it back down to 52 opacity, and we're gonna try and get this arm thing all sorted out. Okay. It should actually be going down more like that. I think. This is how long it is. Gotta turn the opacity back up. So these were originally just supposed to be NPCs, but I think the prompt changed. It's no longer about drawing NPCs, it's just drawing the randomly generated character. Ah, well. Still think this is, still think this was fun. I enjoyed this. It's been an hour and a half. I've been doing this for an hour and a half. I am so slow. My justification is just that I want to do it right, but my god, so slow. Just the slowest. Oops. Okay. See then. I'll be wearing a scarf. Covered up by his arm. See that, more like that, more like that. Okay. At least this is still a very chill stream. In large part thanks to the fact I'm alone, but, you know, chill. Very relaxed. I would rather have people around, but, you know, can't really fight it too much. Even make this thicker down to there. Okay. I think I'm at the point where it's all about the cleanup now. All that's left. Okay. One of my earlier classes in college was actually a fashion course. It wasn't great. I mean, I enjoyed my time there for the most part, but it had its ups and downs, is what I'll say. Go. Probably gonna be a white article of clothing. I don't really know what to call it. It's not a dress, it's just the fashion that they wore there. Let's see, something kind of like a light tan. Something like this. I'm just gonna block in chunks of color. Might make his scarf be purple. That's what I think. Purple scarf sounds nice. Could be like a faint purple. Because otherwise, yeah, even that's a little bit much. It has to be very faint. That'll do. Okay, let's grab that previously determined skin tone, which looks like it might be a little too gold, but whatever. Let's actually move the color layer underneath this layer and also that layer. There we go. Shoes can be same material as that. Okay, let's now get around to erasing all the excess lines. First of all, here, most of these are going to be excess. They are just there to help us understand where things go and are now completely obsolete. Okay, there's that. Okay, we can clear out that. Ah, crap. I forgot actually one more thing of color that I needed to do. Right there. Okay. Back to erasing stuff. Not that though. Actually, it's kind of hard to see what it is I'm erasing. Here we are. That ought to be better. Okay. Under this layer, we want to get rid of that line. Not all of that line though, just there. And the line that goes behind the man's head. What's this line for? I don't know. It's gone now. Oh, I know that was for. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Gotta get back to the color. Because all this was that. Actually, I can be less precious with them now that I've moved where the things are. The layers. So let's just quickly do that. Okay. I would like to do this more completely, but I feel like it's been nearly 2 hours, and I've already run out of things to say. I did want to get to the other guys, so maybe I will return to this. But I think that I'm going to end in 20 minutes. Look at my clock. For me, that'll be 4 o'clock, which is why and that be the cutoff. I like having the cutoff be an o'clock time. Doesn't really matter, but, you know, it helps my brain keep track of things. Not 4, 3. It'll be 3 o'clock. Did I say 4? Thought I did. Anyways, at that time, I will be ending this. Let's change that a bit there. Okay. Get over to the eyes, and we're just gonna drop this size all the way down to here. Okay, let's pick another purplish color. Or, yeah. For silver jewelry. Here we go. That, and that. Actually, I messed up the layer. Let's just... Okay. First and foremost, eyes. Second, jewelry. Third, okay, now that we're done with, did I just do it again? No, I did not. Okay. I thought I had done it again. Okay, it's gonna look bad right now, but I think it'll look better after the fact. So actually, I think I need it to be a thinner line. is this so hard? There. Let's take a look at that. Head is very lumpy right now. That'll be fixed eventually. Don't you worry. Don't want it to get too wobbly. Okay. Is that kind of like what I did? I think that'll do for eyebrows, although not entirely happy with how that one's shaping up. A bit thicker than I intended. Just, was that one right? Yeah. Move that down. And this one will be moved over here. Mouse dying. Come on, here we go. Slightly darker color for lips. Come on, mouse. So close. Here we go. I do think I'm faster with... I think I've gotten to the point where I'm fast enough with coloring. It's just the line art that is gonna slow me down. So this lip's a bit too big. It looks much more feminine than I intended, which isn't a problem, but the generator specifically gave me a dude. I was expecting to get at least one female, but no. Three runnings of the generator and I got 3 dudes. Just weird. Is it broken, I wonder? I should check that. It's just like predisposed to give dudes. Try like 5 more times. Let's see. Generate. Oh, nope, the first of these was a female. Go figure. There it is. Okay. Let's now start working on clearing out extra stuff from here. So I do not need to have that open. And here, size back down. That's what I need to do. Also, I think that's the wrong color. There we go. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. I like this guy. What was their name? Leaf de Grey? Not a very Egyptian name. Oh well. I'll just write down Leaf. Let's actually do it this way. L-I-E-F. Font. Some of that looks a little old-timey, but isn't so... but it's still, like, legible, I would say. Could always use Edwardian, but that's not really legible. Style, French... So I want something that really feels good with a character. What does this look like? That's good. Let's actually change the color of that, so it's like they're using inks. Let's try that. We're also gonna embolden that. Save. Italicize it. Can't make it any more italicized. Ah well. What if I change that so it's connected? I prefer it when it's connected, honestly, but it would be more correct to do it capitalized. It's unfortunate. Oh well, I'll just do it. I'll keep it like that. Leaf. Now done. Just change this size up a little bit. I don't think it turned out too well. But, you know, for someone who isn't great at art, it's pretty fine. There's only 3 minutes left, so I'm gonna start wrapping up. Maybe I'll do the other two in a different stream. I have the information all saved. But yeah. Those of you who joined me live, thank you so much for joining me live. Those of you who did not, don't worry about it. Oh, hey, Ember Hunter. Oh, you're gone. Sorry I missed you. So yeah, if you made it live, thank you so much for making it live. I have so much appreciation for everyone who participates in any channel. Other than that, if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to even check out the VOD. Every single person who watches my stuff, I have just so much appreciation for. Join the Discord, the other YouTube nonsense like subscribe, notification, blah 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 blah. Other than that, I don't know. Let me know about NPCs you generated, if you want. The current events, design your own minor deity, going on in the Discord. Next week there should be another video, and thank you.